Game's future. Digging in now, Mike Rogers, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In the air to straightaway right. Jenkins moves over. He's got it one away. Into the box now, Tom Cartwright. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rogers is under it. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that. Ready for another chance, Mike Rogers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jenkins has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Mike Rogers. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting.
Striding in once again, Tom Jenkins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-2. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rogers moves over, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no error. Ready once again, Henry Rosa. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped.
Digging in once again, Mike Rogers. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Jenkins is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats took the lead in the second. Welcome to MLB The Show. Coming to the plate now, Mike Rogers, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Well, this is going to hang up there just long enough to be taken in on the run. And striding forward now is the DH, Roosevelt Mackey. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Swinging a looper to left. Rogers will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mike Rogers, and their runners at the corners now. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Stevenson racing back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And the second run will score as well.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall, almost a 3-run homer, but will have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dalton Pompey. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Sanchez has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on. Digging in for his second at-bat, Roosevelt Mackey comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rogers has a read on it. 2 down.
Cut it. Cut hold.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Rogers. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of a season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know, he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Andrew Stevenson. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Rogers. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
Designated hitter, Dalton Pompey.
Chopped weakly to the left. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and a couple of men left.
Leading off for the Senators.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Derek Haley. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rogers comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. At the plate, Tom Cartwright.
Third baseman, Tom.
The 1-2. This is in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Rogers. And he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. In now, Peter Hippern. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He brings it in, and they have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Fisher Cats jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Harold Manning wins his 3rd of the season. Elvis.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Time for minor league. Now batting, Mike Rogers is coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit down the third baseline to his right, Cartwright, and there's out number 2. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tom Cartwright, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up.
Striding into the box, Mike Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Shot toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
The 1-2.
Come on, get here, get here, get here, get here.
Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, John Lockett. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Raymond Coe. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Raymond Coe.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Benitez is there. 2 gone. Into the box now, David Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
David Sanchez.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Next will be the designated hitter, Roosevelt Mackey.
Designated hitter, Roosevelt Mackey.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rogers has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Derek Haley. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rogers is over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So striding in, Mike Rogers. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner.
Come on, come on.
That's
come on,
in there.
come on.
Base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there.
With the first pitch, here it comes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second. So striding forward now, Tom Jenkins comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Rogers will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Leading off the inning, Roosevelt Mackey, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a ball.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
So up until this point,
leading off the inning, Abraham Benitez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
even though we're moving into the back end.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Rogers looks up. Gone! Coming to the plate now, Adrian Sanchez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Rogers makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in to try it again, Mike Rogers coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up. Hard hit ball to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Benitez moves over. 2 down. Ready for another shot now, John Lockett.
Second baseman, John Lockett.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D-Row. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choke and poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
Hard hit to first. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tom Cartwright. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Rogers is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1.
Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball. Now at the plate, Mike Rogers, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Make a turn, pick it up.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tom Jenkins. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. The 1-2. In the air now, out to left. Rogers has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Tom Cartwright. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rogers has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So striding forward now, Mike Rogers.
Mike Rogers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. It gets down, and that'll be extra bases on their first hit of the game. The relay throw. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Now the 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. And this will be caught out there in right center, but that should be more than enough to get the job done. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Rogers. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners.
Digging in once again, Mike Rogers. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
The 0-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. 2 runs have scored. He pulls into third safely, as on the play 3 runs come across to score.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Softly hit toward the hole. To his right, Haley. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. The Senators led this game from the 3rd inning on.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.